Today we are here with World War I expert Alicia Cameron Diaz.
Yes, thank you for having me.
We will be discussing the Battle of Passchendaele, also known as the Third Battle of Prie. Before we get into detail, would you mind giving us a quick description of what Passchendaele is?
Fought in July 1917 against British and German Empire, the battle was fought in horrible conditions. The battlefield was filled with bodies, craters, and entirely made up of mud. It was Sir Douglas Haig's attempt to break through Flanders, which at the time was full of German enemies, so they could destroy the German submarine guns.
Let's begin, my man.
So how did Canada become part in all of this?
Well, since Canada is part of the British Empire with India, Union of South Africa, New Zealand, Australia, and all Britain, they were automatically at war as well.
Why would Canada go to battle if they knew the conditions were so bad?
Being part of the British Empire was a source of pride for Canadians at the time, so when the British needed help, Canadians would be first to rush to their side.
But what about the Canadian soldiers they lost? Were they not upset over that?
More than 4,000 soldiers died in battle and left almost 1,200 wounded. This is still considered one of the most courageous battles won. 9 soldiers received the Victoria Cross, which is the highest award for military valor a Canadian can earn. This is more than all in World War II.
Okay, so I said before that this battle is also known as the Third Battle of Prie. What exactly is Prie?
It was a very difficult place for battle and was a very popular battle location. During the Battle of Passchendaele, however, was the worst conditions that Prie had ever experienced.
I know you mentioned a few of the conditions before, but would you mind going into a little more detail?
Well, aside from the Germans, the biggest enemy was the mud. There were flooded trenches and turned landscapes for miles. Many soldiers suffered from fungal infections due to immersion of cold water, and lice infestations were very popular at the time too.
Okay, thank you very much for being here with us this evening, Ms. Diaz.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.